Tarmac, I'm Dave.
I'm Matthew, and today we're going for one last hurrah in the Holden Commodore VXR.
That's right, the top of the range, sportsback Holden Commodore, but we're saying farewell. Come and take a look at this one. Holden itself began life in 1856 by James Alexander Holden. It started off as a saddlery in Adelaide, so it's come an awful long way since then. The Commodore itself, 1978, that's when it really started production and came out. And it's quite a sad day when they revealed the fact that Holden's over and the Commodore is no more. So it seems kind of fitting that we should give it one last hurrah. Let's take a closer look. So this is the point where we would normally go through all the aspects of the car, how good it is, the aesthetics, all that sort of stuff. But to be honest, you probably know them all. This is more of a tribute to the car, and just to point out that in my humble opinion, this is probably the best Holden Commodore that's out there, which is rather unfortunate. This is the one that's predominantly caused a lot of the demise. Huge 20-inch feet, Brembo brakes. You know, this is a car that's been designed to drive well on the road and also stop well. The shape itself, keeping on with the sedan style, but it's a sportsback, so it's not the boot in the back, it's just huge space. Round the rear, boot spoiler, LED tail lights, 552 litres of space, huge space. Under the bonnet, a 3.6 litre V6 with variable valve timing, 235 kilowatts, 381 newton meters of torque. It's plenty, and all that power and torque is delivered to an adaptive all-wheel drive system via a 9-speed box. Let's take a look on the inside. Matthew will show you around.
So the Commodores have always been famous for the amount of space they have in the back, and as you can see here, this one is no different really. If I'm sitting upright here, I've got plenty of knee room, and again remember, this seat is pushed as far back as it can go. I've got plenty of foot room, and even though it's got a sloping roof, I've got plenty of headroom as well, and you could easily see how you could fit 3 passengers in here. But not only that, for the cold days, if you don't have the warmth of 3 passengers, you can turn on these rear seat heaters. That's a pretty nice touch. But anyway, enough with the back. This is a driver's car, so let's take a look at the front. Obviously the big difference in this cabin here with this VXR model is these seats. The bolstering is really nice when you're cornering, and you know what? It's actually adjustable. So if you feel a bit too cramped, you can spread them apart a little bit more if you've got broad shoulders like the big man behind the camera there. Along with that VXR lines, you get this special gear stick. You also get a flat bottom steering wheel for a bit more of a sporty effect there. The cabin is otherwise the same as the Commodore that you already know, with the Holden MyLink infotainment system. And the plastics, well, they're kind of rough, but nowhere near as rough as the previous model Commodore, which could actually give you a few cuts here and there. But enough about the plastics and all these little parts. It's the VXR model, and it comes with this, a little button that says VXR mode. So let's turn that on and take it for a spin.
You can't help but take a moment to mourn the loss of a car brand. I mean, albeit DeLorean, be it, I don't know, well, any of the supercars or any brand, to be honest. And this is sorry? Lancia, yeah, any of those brands. And this is really, I don't know, if you're going to go out with a bang, and this VXR Commodore really is quite a bang. It's fully loaded with everything you'd want. Comes with a nice tasty V6. It's got an all-wheel drive system, and you know, every safety feature you can think of.
I mean, exactly as Dave said, even though the VXR name carries on from Opel and, you know, where this car's inspired from, it maintains that original sort of Commodore DNA, you know, a bit wild, a bit fun, that sort of thing. And the V6 noise is just surreal, and the way the four-wheel drive grips the road, because this is a fast car, and you know you're gonna want to drive it quickly around corners, and it grips around so well, and these seats just keep you in place. It's got that sort of sporty character to it.
Yeah, I mean, the Commodore purists would say it doesn't have rear-wheel drive, and it's, you know, there's so many things against it, and those are what's really helped with the demise of both the brand and the car, or the other way around. But you have to keep up with the times, and this car really has kept up with the times. I mean, it's modern, it's sleek, it's a great car to drive. It's just, you know, not quite what the mullet brigade would want in a car that's called a Commodore. European influence in design and, well, everything, and also for New Zealand and Australian roads, a fully developed suspension for it. So it really is the best of both worlds. It's just unfortunate it's not going to be around,
and that really is unfortunate, because it is a great car, and it's, as Dave said earlier, it's probably the best car with a Holden badge on it right now. So it's really sad to see the car go and the brand go, because this was something special that we had down here in Australia and New Zealand. We had Holden, it was part of us, and now it's gone.
I think you're almost right with the best car in the brand. I do like the Acadia though. I think that's a great vehicle as well. Again, with the GM influence, and away you go. It's decked out. It feels comfortable. It's got digital where you need it to be. It's got a manual feel where it needs to be as well. I don't know. It's such a nice vehicle.
And don't forget the leather all around, the seats especially, that they're really special, and the fact that you can adjust the bolstering, that's a nice touch.
So there you have it, the Commodore, or the 5th generation or last generation Commodore VXR. We salute you.
It's, as you'll notice, this is one of our shorter videos, because we're just so short for words here, you know, how to describe, I guess, our region's relationship with this car and with the Holden brand.
Yep, we bid you adieu, or goodbye, or see you later, I don't know. Goodbye brand, and goodbye Commodore, or the other way around.
Yep.
But you can say hello to us, we'll still be around. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.
Make sure you subscribe, as you know, there's plenty more to come.
Cheers.